Yo, what's going on, family? It's your man DeAndre Saxon back for another video. And in this topic, we're going to be going over lifestyle design, something I've been working on the last couple days, organizing how I've been living these last couple years. If you guys are watching me for the first time, I earned my very first $1 million at the age of 25 online, which has granted me the ability to live a lifestyle that I chose, which I call lifestyle design. I've been able to travel the world to multiple countries, date the most beautiful women that I find beautiful, and live in the places where I feel like I'm treated the best, and just live an amazing lifestyle, which I've documented here on my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm actually going to be breaking down what I define as lifestyle design and making it as what I call one of my pillars, educating people, showing people how I've been able to live across the world, like Medellin, Colombia, Panama, Mexico, dating hundreds of the most beautiful women, and just having a life where I'm just jet skiing all over the world. And anyways, so let's get into it. I'm going to be showing some of my results so you know I'm not some schmuck on the internet, some of the pillars that I live by, what is lifestyle design, and how you can achieve this yourself. So without further ado, let's get into my results. I don't want to spend too much time on this because, it is what it is. So I've been blessed to earn over $1.5 million through my personal brand and consulting. My original business was working with the famous Bob Proctor, which was a mindset coach. I went from zero to 100 grand a month within 60 days, which completely changed my life at the age of 24 years old. So I live full time in foreign locations. My main locations being Medellin, Colombia, and I lived in Tulum for some time, also Panama. I've been to many other countries, but those are places that I actually lived, rooted down for several months. Medellin being my primary location, and I'm now moving to another location, which I'm super excited to be announcing shortly. And then I've dated girls from 5+ South American countries. Now I say South America because that's the only place I've been to. Now I'm going to the other part of the world, so I'll be you know, learning new languages. Let's just say it like that, right? And then here's a little proof of my income statement. Here's a bank account screenshot for a month. I started the month with $236, and in the month with over 111,000. And if you guys don't believe me, I made a bunch of content talking about my income and results. So that's not the point of this video. I just want to show you that I'm not some random guy. I've been doing this stuff. So let's talk about the pillars, lifestyle design. Well, actually, I want to go here. What is lifestyle design? I want to go ahead and let's move this up here. Lifestyle design. Here's the definition of what I call as lifestyle design. Let me make that smaller. Lifestyle design is going where you are treated best, doing what you want, where you want, in the way you want, with whom you want. That is the life that many men, now if you guys are probably already watching this, I'm assuming you're a dude anywhere from 20 to about 35 years old. You want that lifestyle. A guy like Andrew Tate, he inspires you not only from his mindset, but the things that he's achieved, his physique, his money, his girls, and just the lifestyle that he has. Now, I'm not comparing myself to Andrew. I'm just saying, like, that guy, he's at the top of the funnel, like bringing awareness to the entire world. But that guy, a guy like Andrew Tate, actually inspires you. He inspires me. So going where you're treated best. If you are, I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're in the United States. I would say about 80% of people watching me are in the United States. I was born in San Diego, California. I lived in Miami. I spent, I was living in $5,000 a month penthouses in Miami. I've did that whole lifestyle. So I understand what it's like living in the United States. Let me tell you this. Go where you're treated best. And typically, going where you're treated best is not in the United States. What does that mean? Earning in US dollars, but typically living in another foreign currency that has a higher, a lesser value. Meaning, I earn US dollars and it gives me anywhere from 3 to 4 times more value living in Colombian pesos. So for the same $5,000 I got for one bedroom, really, really nice apartment in Miami, I get a like 6 bedroom penthouse with a maid and everything in Medellin, Colombia for the same money. So going where you're treated best means going to a place like Medellin, Colombia, Thailand, Dubai. And I'll have some places here that I named out, but going where you're treated best and doing what you want. It's like going to the best restaurants, guys. Have you ever dropped $600 on a dinner? Some of you might be like, I would never spend $600 on a dinner, guys. When you're making $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a day, and you want to go impress a girl, you want to go out with a date, and you haven't been out on a date on a month because you've been grinding, $600 in a day is nothing. Now, I'm not here to try to impress you at all. That's like the last thing I want to do. I just want to open your mind up to the possibilities where you can drop $600 on a dinner on a chick that you want to go out with because you want to go out to dinner, not because you're trying to impress the chick. Or if you want to drop $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $7,000 on a table for with you and your boys on one night because you had a great month that month. Whatever you want to float your boat. I'm not here giving financial advice. I'm just saying to have the ability. You can't give an opinion about something until you live it and you're in that shoes. So I've been able to live those experiences. And you know what? Would I ever spend $7,000 on a table again? No. Am I going to spend $600 on a dinner again? Probably not. Like, I don't know if I want to. But the point is, like, you want the ability to do that. And those are examples, whether it's food, activities, the finest clothes, the finest cars, the finest watches, doing your life the way in which you want to do it. And next one is doing it where you want to go. You're not location dependent, meaning you're not just stuck in some mortgage for 30 years in Miami or Atlanta or Chicago. You're in Dubai, and then you're in Miami, and then you're in Medellin, Colombia, and then you're in Europe. You're in just different parts of the world, all living simultaneously. You're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. And you're doing it in the way in which you want, which is a luxury, nice lifestyle. And finally, with whom you want. You want to do it with girls that inspire you. You want to do it with the girls that are the most beautiful to your eyes. You want to do it with high value men, right? Guys that inspire you, guys that are letting their nuts hang, guys that are studs, guys that inspire you, that are guys that are hitting the gym, getting money, and you're just in a room full of other studs and winners, and you realize that by being in that room that you're a stud. You want to be around men and women that are inspire you, and that's what I define as lifestyle design. So I wanted to get that at the top, which I should have started with. So let's talk about pillars now. These are the pillars that I've been living by that has allowed me to earn this money, live a great lifestyle at the age of I'm about to be 28 now coming up here. Life just went so quick. So the first one is personal brand. What is a personal brand? A personal brand is basically building a community around your interests and who you are as an individual, whether you're doing it on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, or some other form. I personally built it on Instagram and YouTube. My entire fortune that I was able to generate came through mostly Instagram. And you might be watching this video now, like you only got like 6,000, 10,000 subscribers. Guys, I had another account that had over 100,000 subscribers, or sorry, followers, and it got hacked, and I like started from scratch. But hey, it's part of the game. Charge it to the game. But the point of it is, I built a personal brand. I'm building it again. This YouTube channel is a representation of it, where people like me for who I am, my stories, my values, the things I talk about, where I say things like, yo, go hang out with dudes that let their nuts hang, right? Whatever it says. You want to hang out with ballers, whatever lingo you want to say. The point of it is, you build a personal brand based on your interests, your values, and people like you for you. And so whether you're selling consulting or services or agencies or a course or whatever, or just a content creator, people like you for you, and that attention you can then monetize. Next one is the lifestyle design. I live my life how I want to. People think, will say, well, DeAndre, are you on vacation? Like, let's just say I'm in Medellin, Colombia. They're like, are you on vacation? I said, no, I'm not on vacation. I just live my life in different parts of the world. So a person that's living by lifestyle design, they are never on vacation. Get the word vacation out of your vocabulary if you decide to come live this life. This life is you live your life in different parts of the world. You want to be in Dubai? Catch a flight. You want to go to Italy? Catch a flight. You want to go wherever you want to go. You can be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Just catch a flight. It's a choice that you get to live. And some of you might think it's hectic. There's certain ways in which you can do this. I've been doing this now for years, so I'll come out with another video. Make sure you subscribe below. So I'll teach you how to do things. For example, how to travel. You don't want to travel every single week, because it can become hectic and you lose routines. You know, how to meet girls while you're out. You know, all these different things I'll talk about in another video. But the point of it is having a lifestyle that you created the way in which you want. And the next one is having the right bulletproof mindset. That's how I earned my first 7 figures. I literally went from 0 to 100 grand a month in less than 60 days because I worked in the mindset industry. I got a bulletproof mindset. I understood how the mind works, a conscious mind, subconscious mind, and I talk about that on my channel. But you got to have the right mindset. And the next one is having a business. The only way you're able to do this is having a business, adding value to people. What is business? You're solving people's problems in exchange for a dollar. You become valuable and you get paid to the value you add to the marketplace. The only way to live by lifestyle design truly is to have a business where you have complete time and location freedom. Can you live to a degree of lifestyle design by being like a high ticket closer, having an online sales job? Of course. But unless the job's paying you 100, 200K a month, or where you can just go live how you want, okay, I don't know that. I just don't know how to, I don't know that life. I don't teach that life. I only teach my personal experience. But I've been doing everything by myself, businesses, since I was 19 years old. So having a business is the only way to do this. And the next one is having personal finance. Now, I learned this the first time, guys. So it's one thing to earn $1 million. It's the next thing to keep $1 million. So, guys, I blew hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've lived that life. So I've been able to study well, so that you not only that you make money, you got to be able to keep it. So yeah, does that mean that you're going to be buying Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Cartiers and all that stuff when you're only making 10 grand a month? Am I promoting that? Absolutely not. We want to be financially savvy while still living in this lifestyle design, which we talk about later on. But those are the pillars that I've decided to live by that have been able to do that. Now, how can we define lifestyle design? What are some of the things? It's such a broad word. Well, here's some of the things that I define. Like I said, this is my personal account. You may not like me. You may like me. I don't really care. This is finding my people, my tribe. So the next one, number one, and this is the most important, and I rank this, but I rank this kind of by importance, not all the way. No, I'd say so. But number one is go where you're treated best. This is the number one foundation. Is you got to go where you're treated best. Does living in New York in a one bedroom apartment paying $6,000 a month for like 400 square feet, is that going where you're treated best, or taking that same $4,000 going to Medellin, Colombia, and with that same 4,000 getting a beautiful penthouse with a driver, with a full time cook, with a maid, and somebody to like take you on excursions every weekend with the same exact money? See, it's not. It's about opening up your mind to the ability that there are other locations. If you get away from this, what media doesn't want you to travel, going to Colombia or Dubai or Europe or Italy or whatever is fearful. No, get that out of your mind and go when you're treated best. Number two, living in foreign luxury locations, and I say, and this is important, foreign. I don't really see myself coming back to the United States. I lived in Miami. I'm from San Diego. But you to do this, you gotta want to live in foreign countries, especially if you're earning in US dollars. The US dollar is one of the most powerful currencies in the world. There's probably only one or two other countries that are more powerful than the dollar. Meaning, so if you can earn $1 and get even 20%, 30%, 50%, four times, 6x the value, why not? So if you're earning a $10,000 a month in US dollars, why not go live in Buenos Aires where it's four times, five times, I don't know exactly the value, or Medellin where it's three to four times the value, right? So living in foreign luxury places, and you might be thinking, oh man, I don't know if there's nice places. Trust me, not every country is nice, not every city is nice, but there are certain locations where there is a significant amount of infrastructure built out to live a luxurious life. And you probably heard of those locations. The next one is exotic activities. Guys, we're gonna build a lifestyle where not only high value men want to like hang out with us, and think of guys like Iman Gadzi, but you attract high quality girls. You're living that you're shooting guns, you're on ATVs, you're on excursions, you're on jet skis, you're on yachts, you're doing stuff that you genuinely like to do, being a man that just lets his nuts hang and just lets the world be his playground. That's what you're trying to do. But you're not doing it for the others. You're doing it because you live freaking life by design. Is this all making sense here? And by living those exotic activities, you then begin to document that, post it on your personal brand, and start to attract more clients, more girls, and a higher network of individuals. That's where this is all coming into play. The next one is having exotic cars. Now, this just depends on the individual. I'm the type of guy, I love racing cars. That is the number one thing that I love to do. In my first supercar was a if you call it supercar, was a GTR. I've driven many cars. I had a partner that was a business partner that was exotic rentals, McLarens, Urises, Lamborghinis. I mean, you name it. I would say that this is something, if I was the last person on the earth, I would still want a Ferrari and a McLaren, right? But so to me, that's part of my brand. I don't care what other people think about me. Obviously, it makes me look good, but shit, I love to drive nice cars. So that for me is part of my brand. You can supplement this with nice watches. I like a nice watch. You know, some of you can, whatever, it could be wines, whatever you want, you can fit that in here. But this is just mine. Next one, we cannot forget this. This got to be at the top of the list. Gentlemen, dating beautiful women effortlessly. Keyword here, effortlessly, in abundance. If you're struggling with women right now and you're living in the United States, let me tell you this, you don't have to be struggling right now. Okay? You could be making money. You could be fit. You could have nice teeth. You could have everything that you want. But there's other countries where you're just treated like with more respect and just a better like overall relationship by just being a man in another country. I'm not here to like whatever. Some of you might cut my throat for that. I don't really care. It's the truth. When you go to Colombia and you're having 5-6 dates a week, if you want, with genuine real girls that are interested in you guys, it becomes like just this other level of stuff. But no more sliding in DMs. No more having to impress girls. Like none of that stuff. Like I don't try to impress women anymore. Women have to impress me. Now, at least some of you might be like, yo, what's this guy talking about? But you get that mindset where it's like, guys, I have too many girls. You have too many girls to the point where you're like, okay, do I actually want to stop my business and do my meditations or whatever I'm trying to build in my business to go on a date with a girl? You start to become more selective. But you can only get to that point if you have elevated yourself to attract more women. Next one, fine restaurant, fine clothes, fine watches. We got, man, I love me nice watches, nice clothes. And next one, personal freedoms. This is most important. Staying away from woke people. Let's talk about it. We do not want to be in a place where they're imposing woke culture, woke ideology, or any of that stuff. You guys can keep that over there. I'm going to go to a place where I am not being impressed upon your ideologies onto me, and I want to live my life in freedom with my family, my children, in the way in which I want to do it. So going to a place where the government or people, the taxman does not impose their personal ideologies onto yourself. And the next one is having good fitness, right? You got to be fit. You don't want to be a lard ass, right? Overweight, just all over the place and be sloppy. Because think about this. If you got your money right, you got your personal brand right, you got everything else, but you're fat, girls will like you just for like the things you can do for them. You want to be a badass without having to like impress them with your money. You want to be physically a freaking stud, being in the gym while having the other stuff. It just boosts up your confidence, your sex appeal, just your men respect you. Men always think about this. Men respect men who are physically fit because we know how disciplined they need to be to get those results. So making sure you got your fitness in play. So you might be thinking, damn, this is a lot. But guys, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm going to teach you exactly how you can do this for yourself. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I make content about this stuff. But how do you actually achieve this? Here's a 6 simple steps. Number 1, you got to get the paradigm of a wealthy expat. This is the first thing. Get this into your mind. You are a wealthy expat. You're not a backpacker. You're not a guy. You are traveling in a way which wealthy individuals move. People making 10, 20, 100, 200 grand a month move. You're living your life in different parts of the world. So get that ideology that you're stuck in Miami, New York, or wherever you're at, that you want to buy a home and whatever. If that's your vibe, go ahead. But that my tribe is people that we don't want to buy a home. We don't want to be stuck in a 30-year loan somewhere. We want to be up and about and traveling the world and experiencing and taking everything in this world and letting our nuts hang in this world and living our life like a GTA character. In order to do that, you got to have the mindset of a wealthy expat. Get those limiting beliefs out of your mind and get that in there. Next one is you got to be minimum making at least $10,000 per month consistently. You don't want to do it 1 month and quit your job and go to freaking, Cape Cod or whatever in some other foreign country and then be broke and be calling your parents to bail you out. You got to be consistently making, 10 grand minimum per month for at least 3 to 6 months so you get the hang of it, build up some cash flow. But the minimum here is 10 grand a month. The next one is I highly recommend one of the best skills to learn is a consulting skill. Consulting is basically taking your personal knowledge and expertise and selling it for a fee, whether it's a coaching fee, a service fee like an agency, like a social media agency or a coaching program or something of that sort, or content creation, something of this. I think that's the way how I made all my money and how I will continue to make more money is in the consulting space, taking knowledge that I've learned, gathering it, packaging it up, and solving somebody's specific problems. I highly recommend learning this is one of the best ways. Can you do ecom, FBA, other methods? Yes, you're welcome to the community, but I think this is the best way for a beginner to get started. There's some old guy right now, 50 years old. He has no idea what to do with TikTok. He has no idea how to use TikTok ads. If you go spend the next 6 months mastering TikTok ads, work for some people for free, he will then eventually pay you $2,000-$3,000 a month to do it. That's one example. Or you could take that knowledge of what you learned working with 25 different owners, package it up to a course, and sell that course for $2,000 per person per head all day with your personal brand. Those are just some examples of some things that you can do. Next one is it's got to be online money. To live lifestyle design, you gotta have online money. We're not stuck in some 9 to 5. We're not stuck in some location. Are there businesses where you can make 100 grand a month? Of course. Brick and mortar. Yes. Opening up a tax place, credit, whatever it is. We don't want to be stuck in some location. We want to be everywhere, nowhere. You can be able to, like, for example, if I want to go to Rome, Italy tonight, catch a flight, I'm out. I can. You want that ability. So in order to do that, you got to make online money. Next one. Gotta find a city. Oh, my throat. We're wrapping up here a little bit. We want to find a city where you're treated best. This is key. I'll make a video on where some cities you can go to. Here's some of the places that I'm been to and going to. So number 1 being Medellin, Colombia, Dubai, and Playa del Carmen. Those are some great locations where you can live in a nice place. You don't want to live in a hole in a wall. You want to live in a place where you have nice condos, security, nice restaurant, fine women, fine clothes, a safe environment, and your dollar gets you more out of your life. And the 6th one here is you got to build a personal brand. It's the most important one. It's the only way I've been able to build this life, and how you're going to do it and sustain it and go into the future is by building a personal brand. Getting people to like you, trust you, know you, building a skill around yourself, putting out your values, putting out and attracting your tribe of people who are then interested in your products and services and what you have to offer because they like you as an individual. That's why you're even watching this video up to this point. So if you like content like this and you want to build your own lifestyle design, check out the link to the description below. Check out my coaching program where I teach you how to scale your business to over 10 grand a month, how to build this life, how to travel as a freaking wealthy expat, how to attract women with your personal brand, how to attract dream clients, and how to live a life that you want. Living like a GTA character. Yeah, it's your man DeAndre Saxon. Subscribe below. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.